Hey guys, Smooth here. Today I'm going to be basically going undercover to see exactly how many bots are playing the game as we speak. A lot of people make some pretty big estimates as far as how many botters are actually playing the game, so I decided to go and take a look for myself. So for the sake of this experiment, I'm just going to be picking one random world with a low population, with no requirements, and that is world 117. As you can see, the population is 1030 here, and we're going to log in. And let's just get through this. And here we are. Now, I'm in one of the most popular botting locations, the Sorcerer's Garden, and we're just going to wait for everybody to appear in 1 second. And now we're in Bot City. So now what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to basically count up the bots and kind of get a total number of what's coming out in the whole world. So I'm just going to count here and I'll get back in a second. After some counting, this actually proved to be pretty challenging because there were just so many bots coming in and out, as you can see over here. They just keep spawning like there's no tomorrow. Just an incredible amount of bots in general. But after doing a pretty good count, I ended up with about 67 botters in here, majority of which are level 3, some of them level 4 and 5, which is absolutely incredible. And not to mention that there's probably more coming in and out that I just simply can't keep track of. Next up, I'm here at the Chaos Tunnel Green Dragons, and as you can see, we have a little bit of a handful over here. And after counting everybody, I had a total of 11. So now I'm in the next Green Dragon botting area, and as you can see, we have an absolute crowd over here. Like, it's just an absolute party, and we're serving green D'hide and Dragon Balls, but just look at this. After counting up everybody that was over here, I had a total of 31 in this area, so now I'm going to move on to the next Green Dragon bot area. Now I'm in the third and final Green Dragon botting area, and as you can see, we still have a couple more over here, and now we have a total of 6 over here, bringing a grand total of all 3 locations to 48, which is pretty crazy. Now, we're actually not done with dragons. I'm actually going to move on to the next set of dragons, and here we go. Now here I'm at the Taverly Blue Dragons. As you can see, we have another handful of botters over here. Now, the amount that I'm going to say for this one actually doesn't include the ones that just came from the bank, and also there was one that was trapped outside. I think it's a bot that got stuck actually. But here we have a total of 12. Let me show you the guy that got stuck out here. This guy's been here for about 20 minutes. Now I'm in the Taverly Resource Dungeon. As you can see, we have another pretty big handful of botters over here. And actually, this one ended up amounting up to 17. As you can see, we have a few piles right near the spawns. And yeah, this totals for 29 blue dragon bots. So we're going to move on to the next set of dragons. Now I'm at another resource dungeon filled with frost dragons. As you can see, there's another handful of botters over here in their standard bot gear. So let's just show you a couple of them really quick. There you go. And after checking everything over here, there turned out to be a total of 11 bots in this area. So now that we're all done with the dragons, we're going to move on to the next set of botters. I've moved to God Wars and I'm looking at Avianti bots, and as you can see by the mini map over here, there's a ton of white dots, and all of which are botters. You see that there's like 12 guys fighting over the same spawn. It looks similar to what's happening over at the Green Dragons. And there's a few spawn locations, so if you go up here, you can see there's a whole ton of more white dots, and they're all fighting for the same spawns. And they're all pretty much bots, so after checking up on everything and seeing that they were all non-responsive, the total number that I got over here was 27. I'm now at the Turoth botting location. As you can see, we have a bunch over here, and they're all wearing matching gear. And after counting everything up over here, I came to a total of 11. So now we're taking a look at the red chin bots, and as you can see, we have a handful over here. And after counting these and the ones at the other locations, I got to a total of 15. Now I've moved on to the Grotworm lair. As you can see, we have a bunch of bots all in matching gear. Now if you include this side as well as the other side over here, I counted a total of 17 bots, and we have like 6 of them fighting for the same guy over here. I am now in Camelot looking at some woodcutting bots, and as you can see, there's a whole ton over here and a couple scattered elsewhere, and in this whole area I've counted 12 bots in total. Now we're still in Camelot. I've just moved a little bit over to another section where there's ewes, and I've counted another 9 bots just in this area alone. And finally I'm here in the Mining Guild where I counted a total of 10 bots, all of them low levels and with weird names. For those of you that remember, I logged into the world with 1,030 people in it. After adding up everything that I've just showed you guys, it came out to a total of 256 confirmed bots found. Now keep in mind that these are just a very, very small selection of areas in the game, and the game is huge. And I didn't consider things like other sources of woodcutting bots, mining bots, and of course bank bots. And you know, there's a million other things that you can keep in mind. Of course, stuff like mini games such as Soul Wars, where the entire world is almost bots, and of course World 84, where you can see it's pretty much a complete assembly line of bots. So after everything's put into perspective, the 25% that I got over here is probably only half or maybe even just a third of the actual bots in the game right now. as far as active players. So it's a pretty safe estimate to say that around 70% of active players are bots right now. This is a question to everyone who watches this. And do you bot? If so, how much? What have you earned from it as far as money wise, and how many 99s have you achieved? And also, why do you bot? And that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.